Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. Breaks through the contact. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Mayfield on play action. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I'm coming.
From the 29, Carr. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike Express. Mike 28.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Flushed out right.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Play fake. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. In his own end zone, it's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Let's do it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Carr now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
To throw, Mayfield.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Carr.
Got a man complete. It's Handler. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Back.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Derek Carr, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They go play action. Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Easy,
Here's Carr to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Set, 180.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
2nd and 10.
Carr.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
What's the run? They're running it.
On play action, it's Carr.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. They've got his man complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there just before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Tim Patrick, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down. Alert. Later 9.
To throw is Carr. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On play action, now Carr. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Carr got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Schwartz. Touchdown, Browns.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Escaping the pressure right.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From midfield, here's Carr. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
93.
Again, it's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, we're good. 185.
On 2nd and 15 now. Carr, flush to his right, going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Okay, now. 180. 56. Bring it. Bring it. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Bring it.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Mayfield on play action. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
He was brought down by Michael Jr. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line. 180.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through.
He's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Broncos. On first down, Carr. Caught on the right side by Jones. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Here's Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's out right at the 25. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Set. Hey, check back 16. Check back 16. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's coming.
And they'll run again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Carr. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This to the outside from Mack. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Slam, slam.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Carr going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.